Hello! So I thought I'll rather show you than tell you what the basic makeup kit should be, and this is purely my personal opinion. So first off, this is my bare face. I've not put any makeup on. It's just moisturizer, sunscreen that I have on my face right now. And I'm going to be showing you different products, and as I go each step you'll see how the face is transformed. So I'm going to start off with my brows. Most South Asian Indian women, we have good strong brows. This is really what everyone's striving for. So you might be thinking, why should I do anything more? And that's what I used to think for a long time as well. But I can tell you it does make a difference when you shape and define your brows. So normally you get your brows done, and after that I would use a brow product like this one to comb everything into place. And depending on the brows you have, you can just, if you have really thick brows, you can just leave it at that. For me, I have some sparse areas here, so I want to fill those in. So I'm just using this eyebrow pencil and filling these small areas in. So if you have only brows similar to mine, if you have only small areas you need to fill in, an eyebrow pencil is a good bet. If you have bushy eyebrows already and you just want something to define your brows, then you can use an eyebrow gel, a tinted eyebrow gel. So this works in a similar manner, but it also sets your brows in this shape for the whole day. And the last kind of product you can use is an eyebrow pomade or wax. So this is basically a tinted wax, and you just apply it to define your brows if your brows are really sparse, or if you want to do it for a special occasion. You'll see just by doing this, my face already looks fresher than it did 2 minutes ago. So next thing I think that everybody should have is an eyelash curler. Now this I know looks scary, looks intimidating, but it will make a huge difference in your look. So you take an eyelash curler and you press down upon your lashes, and suddenly your eyes look much bigger and your lashes are lifted. So I would do this every day, even in my daytime use, and even if I'm wearing no other makeup, just doing these eyelashes will make your eyes look bigger and you'd look more awake and fresh. Next thing on the list of products you need to have is mascara. Mascara can be cheap, really. There are plenty of good cheap mascaras out there. So all you need to do is apply a few coats of mascara, and like I said, you'll see a marked difference in your eyes. You can already see the difference between how bigger and awake this line looks compared to this one. So I'm just going to do this other eye as well. Next thing on my list is a good red lipstick. Now depending on your skin tone and your undertone, the exact shade of the red will be your own preference. Again, there's no need to spend a ton of money on good red lipstick. There are plenty of cheaper options available. But basically there are two primary shades. One is a warm shade red and one is a cool tone shade red. So if your skin is more yellowy and a bit on the fairer side, then you can use a warm tone lipstick, red lipstick like this one. So basically a little bit more orangey, and that would be good. Whereas if you have a cool toned, a little bit darker skin, or if your face is not as yellow, then you can use a cool tone red. This is a brighter red that can also look very, very good. My skin tone is neutral, so I can wear both warm and cool tones, but you might want to choose one depending on your particular skin tone and your undertone. As you can see, just without wearing any makeup, without any eyeshadow, I still look made up and looks very, very pretty. Next thing on my list is the classic eyeliner. You can use a kajal, you can use a liquid eyeliner or a sketch pen, whatever you want to use, some form of black eyeliner. And you can use this to do simple winged liner looks, or you can do more elaborate looks. It's a really versatile piece of kit you need to have to achieve a whole range of different looks. Now, you might be thinking, I've got these basics down, I want to take up to the next level, maybe I'll put on foundation. But just before you go there, I would suggest starting with the corrector first. I want my skin to look like skin. I don't want to be looking like I've put on a face full of makeup. So what I'll do is use a corrector. Now, a corrector will depend on what problems you have in your skin. You might be thinking that my skin looks good, that's why I can get away with not wearing foundation. But there are ways for you to correct the defects or the perceived defects in your skin. So for me, what I'm seeing in my face is the darkness or the pigmentation in these areas. And this is primarily brown pigmentation. So I'm using this beige corrector. And I'll just take a little bit of this corrector and place it directly onto those spots. And magically the spots just go away. Now there are for the other types of, if you have much larger dark circles, if you have more intense dark circles, what you can use is an orange based corrector. Now that will take away the much darker skin circles that we tend to see in Indian skin tones. If you have acne and your skin tone is fair and your pimples are red, you can use the green corrector and around the pimple area, and that will make it seem less visible. Whereas if you have slightly darker skin or basically mature pimples which are purple or dark maroon, that's what we normally tend to see on our skin tones, you can use a yellow corrector and just again put those around the pimple and correct it, and you'll see that those marks will be less prominent, less visible. So once you've applied corrector, you might be obviously having, if you have acne, you'll probably having some green, some purple, some yellow, you'll be having all these different spots. So the next thing what you need to have is a good quality concealer. Now this is one where if you have a set budget for your makeup kit, this is the area where you want to devote the largest amount of your budget. And there are plenty of cheaper options as well, but it will pay to invest in a really good concealer, a good quality one. So I'm using concealer around all the areas where I want to cover up any perceived imperfections. So once I've done that, I'll blend it all out with a sponge or a brush. A sponge might be just easier and more versatile for you to do other things as well. As you can see, I've just evened out my face just using the concealer. So basically I'm still allowing my natural skin to show through, but I've concealed any imperfections that I might feel are not looking good on my skin. So with just these products alone, you can do a whole variety of looks. What I've done right now is very, very simple, but you can use this basic makeup kit to produce a number of looks. I will be putting out a basic makeup kit series using just these products. And to add on a few things, you will not be able to get away with a red lipstick all the time. So you also might want to have a pink lipstick in your kit. And again, this pink will depend on your skin tone. You might want to try out, you might want to experiment with a few pink tones. And adding this will give you some more flexibility towards the kind of looks you want to create. And lastly, something to illuminate your face. So that can be a shiny primer or a highlighting drops or anything that will give you a small glow to your face will be very good when you want to use the same makeup kit but you want to elevate it for special occasions. So these are the basic things that you might want to add to your kit whenever you have the time or the budget to look for it. And I'll be putting out a series of videos just using just these products. I will not be using any other products, and try and show you what can be done with just these for different occasions. Now if you're thinking that this is quite basic and you want to step up a little, the last thing that you might want to have is an eyeshadow palette, a good eyeshadow palette with a combination of both neutral shades as well as a few colors. And again, I will be adding an eyeshadow palette to this kit for my makeup videos, but you don't necessarily need to have one. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye. I'll leave the product recommendations in the article below. Thanks. Bye-bye.